thousands of years, people have used chant to draw closer to God and to each other. Countless seekers, worshippers, mystics, and devotees in every time and place have shared sacred song. Simple melodious chants and ancient sounds still resonate in churches, mosques, temples, ashrams, kivas, forests, and seashores, as people join their voices in communal expressions of their love for God. Chant is singing prayers and praising the divine. It is musical meditation, a way to uplift spirits and unify communities. Baha'u'llah, prophet founder of the Baha'i faith, said, "We verily have made music as a ladder for your souls, a means whereby they may be lifted up unto the realm on high. Those who chant the verses of the merciful in most melodious tones will inhale therefrom the fragrance of realms of spirit, which cannot be described in words or expressed in symbols." International chant master Robert Gass says,
"Chant is a devotional practice, a form of heartfelt prayer. We call out to God, we honor God, we thank, we beseech, we invoke, we bow, we bless, and we celebrate. Whether you're an experienced singer or the person who is asked not to sing in the class play, you can share in the wonder of chant. Chanting is not singing. It's about breath, about heart, and about spirit, and we all come fully equipped to participate. As we give ourselves to the chant, we let go into an ever-changing river of melody and movement, patterns weaving and disappearing, feeling and emptiness, sound and silence. And if we are so graced, there are moments seemingly out of time when something happens, when the boundaries that separate me from you disappear.
In the Baha'i sacred writings, there are many passages that specifically encourage people to chant in groups. Abdu'l-Baha says,
"If they chant supplications together in a good and effective voice, that is very good."
It would be good to sing prayers in unison, if this could be done with a sweet melody that touches the heart.
I am straining my ears toward the east and toward the west, toward the north and toward the south, that haply I may hear the songs of love and fellowship chanted in meetings of the faithful.
To chant but one verse with joy and gladness is better for you than reading all the revelations of the omnipotent God with carelessness.
There are many inspiring accounts of how spiritually uplifted early Baha'is became when chanting together. Abdu'l-Baha recalls, for example, how Baha'u'llah loved chanting the divine verses in the countryside with friends. He tells of a residence where Baha'u'llah stayed one summer. This place had beautiful gardens and a lake. A huge stone platform was built in the middle of the lake. Upon it a tent was pitched surrounded by flowers. The believers used to come there, sometimes 150 of them. Enchanted by the presence of Baha'u'llah, they would all sit around and chant the divine verses amid the charm of the surroundings. Some Baha'i chants were known to have a particularly blissful effect. Azbag-e-Allahi, for example, is an ode which, when chanted, creates an atmosphere of ecstasy and joy. It moves the heart and evokes a feeling of awe and excitement within the soul. The companions of Baha'u'llah in Baghdad who chanted it were carried away into the realms of spirit, completely oblivious of this world and all its peoples. Some of the specific benefits of music and chant mentioned in Baha'i scriptures are: it kindles and quickens souls. It creates sweetness, harmony, exhilaration. It frees people from the chains of care and sorrow. It adds immeasurably to the vitality of the community. It enables a deeper comprehension of the sacred texts. Group chanting dates back to the earliest moments of the Baha'i faith. It elevated people's spirits when they were under extreme persecution. Baha'u'llah and many thousands were imprisoned, tortured, and killed for daring to teach the progressive new religion, which promoted world unity and abolition of all prejudices. Nabil, an early historian of the Baha'i faith, tells the story of how Baha'u'llah taught the early believers to chant together in the Siyachal, or Black Pit, an underground prison.
We were all huddled together in one cell, our feet in stocks, and around our necks fastened the most galling of chains. The air we breathed was laden with the foulest impurities, while the floor on which we sat was covered with filth and infested with vermin. No ray of light was allowed to penetrate that pestilential dungeon, or to warm its icy coldness. We were placed in 2 rows, each facing the other. Baha'u'llah had taught us to repeat certain verses, which every night we chanted with extreme fervor. God is sufficient unto me. He verily is the all-sufficing. One row would intone, while the other would reply, in him let the trusting trust. The chorus of these gladsome voices would continue to peal out until the early hours of the morning.
The Baha'i Chant project began in 2010, building on 20 years of study with chant leaders from Aboriginal, Jewish, Christian, Sufi, Buddhist, and Hindu traditions. Baha'i scriptures were researched, and hundreds of references about chanting, intoning, and singing prayers together were compiled. They pointed to the many benefits of chanting prayers, yet it seemed that Baha'i communities in North America were not taking advantage of the potential gains. A natural question was, what's holding them back? So an online survey was conducted in August 2011 to find out more about people's experiences. 400 Baha'is and their friends, primarily from Canada and the United States, completed the survey. 95% expressed longing for more collective chanting in their gatherings. 71% said they chant or intone prayers in their private, personal prayer times. 80% say they also feel comfortable doing this with a group, but their Baha'i communities do not do it very often. Thousands of comments were submitted indicating passionate feelings on the subject. Comments included:
It uplifts me like nothing else.
Singing prayers and songs together develops a strong community while learning the writings at the same time.
It's one of the highest forms of worship.
Music creates the atmosphere for worship and unites the hearts.
Survey respondents confirmed they have personally experienced the benefits of chanting. 71% said chanting creates an uplifting spiritual atmosphere. 68% said it enkindles their heart and soul. 63% said that it adds to the vitality and spirit of the community. And 63% said it increases joy. When asked what would help you incorporate more group chanting into Baha'i gatherings, 83% said recordings that people can sing with. 72% said instructions about how to create simple chants together. 64% said video demonstrations of how to do it. And 58% said training for people who want to lead chanting. The Baha'i Chant project was created to meet those needs. We are developing materials that help communities experience the delights of collective devotional chanting in various cultural and musical styles. Use chant to deepen connections with the Creator and with each other. And learn simple ways to create new chants together, whether there are musicians available or not. Baha'i guidelines for creating chants are quite simple. They say,
"It is entirely proper to set prayers to music, and the friends are free to sing prayers in unison, always keeping in mind that whether read, chanted, or sung, prayers should be uttered with a proper sense of reverence."
Reverence can be expressed in a diversity of ways and is not limited to any one culture's style. Chant, the heart's expression of love for God, comes in many different musical and ethnic modalities. There are many creative ways that groups develop chants together. Here is a method that participants at a summer camp in British Columbia employed. You can use this as a basis for discovering your own methods. First, choose an intention or purpose for your chant, such as healing, praise of God, gratitude, or helping others. Next, choose a short phrase that matches your purpose. Then, speak the phrase together as a group over and over until a rhythmic pattern develops that fits the words. Try to emphasize words that will deepen understanding of the text and help the meaning be understood more clearly. Fourth, once a rhythm is established, continue by simply singing the phrase on one note, using the rhythm you have established. At this point, you can also add clapping or drums if appropriate. Next, while everyone continues to chant on one note, one or two people can begin to add a simple melody. Then others can join in with other improvisations and harmonies. And finally, continue to sing for a good while until the music settles in the hearts. There will come a time when the chanting feels unified, and also another time when it feels time to end. Let this happen naturally.
I often come out to a location in nature just to chant by myself. I often sing a short prayer or Yabahalapa, and it gives me the opportunity to connect to both myself and the Creator. I love to sing, and it sort of takes me farther inward. It becomes a transcendental experience. I can probably meditate more as I sing the different tones and just sort of disappear into a different place. It was a wonderful experience to try to blend your voice with others and to be creative and to be expressive and to share the joy in being part of God's creation.
We hope this inspires you to chant supplications together in your community. The Baha'i Chant Project wants to help you do that, whatever your spiritual path. We invite you to visit our website, www.bahaichant.org, that includes guidelines of creating chants, practical step-by-step exercises, a compilation of inspirational Baha'i quotations and stories, a collection of simple sacred phrases that can be used to create chants, and study modules for your community. On our website, you can also purchase this DVD, register for our e-newsletter, like our Facebook page, view the calendar of events and the photo gallery, browse links that show group chanting from around the world, and share what you are learning in the discussion forum. To book workshops and training, contact Nancy Waters, nancy@bahaichant.org.
Sing out the holy words of God with wondrous tones in the gatherings of the friends, that the listener may be freed from chains of care and sorrow, and his soul may leap for joy.